So the first little tip I've got for you guys today is obviously your screen. Now your screen is what's powering your device, it's what's constantly changing and constantly turning up and down the brightness, and it's what's using the whole amount of battery. I mean, think about it, it's pretty much a light bulb. I mean, it's using a lot of power to keep every little pixel illuminated and every little image pop up, and it constantly changes. So the obvious prevention of this is to turn it off when you're not using it. So that's either by using your little sleep-wake button at the top there, or going into settings, and then scrolling down to display. It's not storage. Display, and then setting your sleep, your brightness, and that's pretty much all for the display. Next is the radios in your phone, another big battery killer. Now I've got a widget called Power Control Widget. There's a link in the description for it, and it's really good because you can customize what controls are shown here. So I've got one for my battery percentage, don't snigger at that, GPS, so to turn it on and off, airplane mode, and Wi-Fi and brightness. Now, if you're in a low signal area, make sure you turn airplane mode on to stop any radio or stop your phone from trying to go out and get signal, because it's just draining the phone's battery trying to make it get the best signal possible, where all I can get here is 2 bars because I'm in a room within a room, within a building within a building. So my phone's been on for about 5 hours now, and if I go to my little battery shortcut, you can see that my phone has awake times. Now that's been when I've been listening to an audiobook or music or something else along those lines, and you can also see when the screen's been on, and I obviously haven't charged it, and you can also see where I've had airplane mode on and Wi-Fi on as well. So the awake means that's when your phone's doing stuff. So I was playing music in that amount of time, and make sure you just close any apps that are running in the background by using a task killer, or by holding our finger on the home button and swiping them off if you're on Android 4.0. Now I've had a few open. Play Pro is obviously my music app. Also, when you're listening to music, refrain from using equalizers. When you're taking photos, stop using the flash, or make sure you quit the app after you've finished. When you're using flash content, that's another big drainer. When you're using the phone in general, make sure you turn that screen off. These all help to save battery. There's no magical fix to stop using battery power. Sadly, that's just how phones are these days, but they'll improve over time. Also, note, if you have a phone with a removable front or back like me, if I can get my finger in there, open up the back, you can take out the battery, swap it out again, and you're all good to go. Just a few little last minute tips. Again, make sure you just turn off those radios when you're not using them. Make sure you do all that. For a quick little note, if you have 3G, if you turn on Wi-Fi, it'll use a little bit of less power, but not that noticeably. If you have 4G, turn that off when you're not using it. Basically all the common sense things. Use a task killer to close any apps, like I've just closed a few there, and they always come back on. 5 apps killed, 2 apps, they all come back on. Also apps that go back and check out the weather, they use a bit because they're constantly going back and checking and using your mobile data. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you liked it, please subscribe, like, rate and comment. Well, like it, and I hope to see you soon. Comment your favourite battery tips, and they might be featured in the next episode. Thank you again. One more thing. Make sure you do a reboot of your phone if you think your battery percentage isn't right. Most of the time you'll find that if you do a reboot, your battery will either drop or it'll go up. keep in mind that rebooting uses quite a fair bit of power and resources to boot up your phone again. So thank you for watching, please subscribe, and